guys, me again. So I have just dropped my auntie off at the train station. She is on her way home. She's having a bit of a rough time. She's lost her husband. My uncle died just before New Year, well, in between Christmas and New Year. And then she lost her auntie last week, who was 97. Was it the week before? Yeah, she was 97. And her brother now is very, very poorly. So anyway, she's been to see us for a few days, so I think it's cheered her up, and you know, she's ready to take on the world again. You wouldn't think that she was that age. You'd think maybe she was in her 50s, or yeah, late 50s, very early 60s. She's amazing. So I'm just having some breakfast now, which my auntie loves eating oats and Alpen and things like that. So we got a bag of Alpen. Well, let me get this pillow. It's Lidl's own muesli. That's what it's called, muesli. And then I was making it, and I know that I've mentioned this before, but I thought I'd mention it again because there's a lot of new subscribers and new people to the channel. I weigh my food when I'm sticking to a budget. When I've got a budget, I weigh my food so I know how much or how many portions I can get out of it. So if you look on the back of the packages where it says nutrition information, it says recommended serving, and for Alpen and cereal and things like that, they say 45 grams. And you can get little variety packs of cereal here in the UK. They come in a box of 8. They're usually Kellogg's. I think Nestle do them as well. And you open them, you think, oh my gosh, these are so tiny. But actually, most of them are a recommended serving. That's what you're meant to have a day. That's it. So when people say, gosh, that's not enough to eat, and you need a bigger serving than that, most people don't. So just have a look. So that's what I do. I weigh my food to make sure, you know, that I know exactly how many servings I can get out of a bag of muesli. Obviously my auntie's here, so that's gone out the window because she doesn't measure it, and I wouldn't measure it either. You know, I wouldn't say to her, oh, you can only have 45 grams. So yeah, usually then milk and a little bit of, what else do I put in here? Raisins. I like raisins as well. So I just put usually about 15 to 20 grams of raisins in there, and I heat it up in the microwave. It has been so warm here. Nights are still freezing, but you would not think we were in March. But after months and months of rain, wind, being cold, last year was a total wipeout, wasn't it, weather-wise here in the UK? It was awful. So we have been gardening. My auntie has been helping me. She loves to garden. So when I've been out in work, come home, and she's done so much, and then I've carried on and helped her. My dad's been sat outside, and my son has even been helping when he's come from school, so it's been really nice. We've taken a lot of the garden, well, most of it, garden waste to the tip, to the dump. And then we have a big green wheelie bin here that we put our garden waste in, and they haven't been collecting now for months. It's getting shorter and shorter the time. My auntie said now where she is in Manchester, they want to charge her £56 a year to empty their green waste bin. But this goes every week. Here in Cardiff, it goes every fortnight, and not even then, they don't. Sometimes they don't take it. Our green bins can be out for a month before they come and take them, which is really naughty with the amount of council tax we're paying. That is what we've been up to. Oh, and we're nearly at the end of March already. I can't believe it. Right, what else? So, I have had a Uber Eats order this week again, and I got it from Morrison's. There was about 5 things that I didn't get. They sent me 2 bunch of bananas. Sometimes I've noticed the staff in the supermarket pack the food and then a driver just goes and picks it up. Sometimes the drivers have to pick it as well. And so a couple of times now I've got this lady, and I know they're really pushed for time. I don't think they earn a great deal. And so they try and get as many pickups as possible. They have to rush. And so if they can't find these things straight away, they just said not available. Whereas if a worker picks it, they give you an alternative and you can either accept it or reject it. So there was 5 or 6 things missing. And that's okay, but it just messes up my plan a little bit, what I've got in my head as a menu. So let me read out. Okay, so from Morrison's, I ordered 31 items and 25 things got delivered. So I ordered some cooked beetroot because my dad loves cooked beetroot. I love cooking with it as well. And it was so cheap. It's like 30 something p, but they sent pickled beetroot, which is fine, I just can't cook with it. I got easy peelers, which are tiny little satsumas. I got a packet of salad peppers, 3, because that's all they had. I got 2 medium cauliflowers. I got a packet of corn on the cobs. I never buy corn on the cobs because I grow my own, but obviously we've run out ages ago, months ago. My son was just dying for some corn on the cob, and he keeps on asking for it because he's not keen on tinned sweet corn or frozen sweet corn, but he likes corn on the cob, and he doesn't mind the corn on the cob being frozen. Anyway, so I got a packet of them. I got a fennel as well because I want to make a fennel, apple and orange salad, and the fennel was half price. Bag of wonky carrots. I got 1 packet of small bananas, but she sent me 2 bunches for some reason, and they're not the best. I think maybe that's why she's done it. They are bruised. So I'm hoping to make some banana cake or banana loaf, whatever you want to call it, with that. I got a bag of tangerines, a box of mixed grapes, some romaine lettuce. I got 2 big romaine lettuce. I got some avocados, 4 avocados for my dad. Large vine tomatoes, there was 4 in that pack. I got a swede, a broccoli. They were doing loose kiwi fruits for 14p each, or a pack of 4 for 80p. So it was easy. I got 4 loose kiwi fruits. I got a punnet of nectarines. I also got a packet of the mini cucumbers. Again, my son loves them and they're great for snacking on, and I don't mind buying them when they're half price. I won't pay full price for them. Packet of green beans, 44p. And then I got a bag of baking potatoes, 2 kilogram, a whole cucumber, a packet of mushrooms, some wonky parsnips, and a punnet of black grapes. What I didn't get is a packet of stringless beans. My dad loves them. I thought I'd get them for him. They didn't have any. No aubergine, which is really strange. Everywhere's got aubergines, haven't they? But she couldn't find them apparently, because I want to do the vegetable moussaka, guys, and I want to film it and show you how I do it. I wanted some peaches for my dad. They didn't have them. I wanted some lemons. Pack of 4 lemons. Morrison's don't have any lemons. Didn't have any of them. And I also wanted some plums for my dad, but didn't get them. And the total, including service fee and delivery, I spent £21.27. And then this morning, before I took my auntie back, we popped to Lidl. We needed some milk, and I was out and about yesterday. I should have got some, but you know, I just forgot. So we went to get some milk, and I got a whole rotisserie chicken for £2.25. They were on, it was 50% off. Needs eating today, that's great. So I'm going to do chicken later, and I got some hot cross buns for my dad as well. They were 50% or 75% off, I can't remember, but they were 50p anyway, the deluxe hot cross buns. So yeah, that is it shopping wise this week. Well, my auntie was here. I feeding an extra person, got to budget that in. I am so chuffed that I'm managing to do this Uber Eats. So chuffed because I can get all this fruit and veg really cheap. And so we have a smaller amount of meat and loads of veg. And when my auntie comes, I just do an extra veg. So I do soup. I make a soup that lasts like a couple of days. So we had leek and potato soup. It was gorgeous. And I also did a pear and parsnip soup. Then I do, you know, the plastic containers that you get with a takeaway. So I like them. I like saving them. So, you know, I've collected them for years. I've got loads of them. So in those little pots, I did a basmati rice with sultanas, and I added somebody gave me a coronation mayonnaise. So, you know, like when you make coronation chicken, it is mayonnaise and curry powder. Guys, I can't talk today. Mayonnaise and curry powder. So I mixed that with the rice, so I have that one. I boiled some new potatoes, chopped, cooled them down, chopped with onion, mixed with mayonnaise to make a potato salad. I do my finely chopped salad, which had red pepper, tin of sweet corn, cucumber, celery and onion, and I dice it really, really fine, mix that all together. We had that. I boiled some eggs. What else did I do? Oh, I had a bag of sprouts and I finally sliced them, mixed it with some dried cranberries, olive oil, whole grain mustard and a bit of honey and some rock salt. Mwah, gorgeous. My auntie had never had that before. And so I've got that salad ready. So then we can have it with meat and potatoes. We can have it as a little side dish with a sandwich to make it more. So the first night we had chicken and I did salad and potatoes. And then we have soup and sandwiches for lunch. And then in the evening I made one night, we had just quiche and salad. I bought a quiche. It was a cheese and onion, but it had onion chutney in it as well. Oh, gorgeous. I like my quiche hot, so does my auntie. My dad had it cold and I served that with salad. And then I buy a pack of sausages so we can have sausage and mash and veg. So a pack of sausages, 8. So we have 2 each, just the cheapy sausages, and I managed to get them on yellow sticker. The quiche I got on yellow sticker. The chicken I think I even got on yellow sticker. I'm not sure. Or was it the pork? Anyway, on one of the nights we had pork steak and I did it with veg and potatoes. Last night we had ham, egg and chips, and I just, well, kind of chips. I do them in the air fryer, just peel potatoes and do them in the air fryer, and then it just keeps the price really low. The soup, the leeks I got from the allotment, I keep it really cheap. Potatoes are cheap and that fills you up as well. I served it with a bit of sliced bread and that's the kind of thing we ate while my auntie was here. I'm very lucky because she is not a fussy eater. She will eat anything, which is great. And I don't know if I've mentioned in my videos before, but when I go up to her house in Manchester, she doesn't realise how frugal she is. She just does these things because that's how she was brought up. When she was little, her mum and dad had nothing. It was a big family, they had a big family, and they were really, really poor. And the things she does now is just second nature to her, and that's when I go to her house, I just feel inspired again, you know, and I watch her doing these things. She loves gardening, and she has 3 compost bins, and she composts everything. You know, it's something her mum and dad used to do because they grew their own food in their garden. They even had chickens, you know, so she does that. When old clothes, she will rip up and use as rags, and then when those rags are no good, you know, like she uses them as cleaning cloths and things like that, and when they're no good, she takes them to the charity shop as rags, and the charity shop she goes to takes these rags and they do stuff with them. Her lawnmower is 35 years old because she just looks after it. All her tools are what her dad used to have, or my granddad left, because my granddad was her husband's dad, and my granddad was really good with his hands, and he left these tools for them, and she's still got them, you know. And they have this place she goes to where these guys once a month, we've got something similar in Cardiff now, you can take your tools to be sharpened and fixed, and you know, and every year she gets the tools and she oils them, and like I said, she takes care of this lawnmower, and oh, it's just amazing the things she has for years. Yeah, it's just really nice when I go up there. I feel inspired, because sometimes, you know, saving money feels a bit like a chore, doesn't it? You know, when you have to not cut corners, but cut costs all the time, and sometimes you think, oh, I just wish I had a little bit of extra money, and you see what other people want and you think, oh, I want that, and then I go up there and I just think, no, I don't need it. I'm quite happy with what I've got. Look after the stuff you've got. I don't need I don't need to keep up with the Joneses. That's what, you know, a saying we've got here in the UK. Oh, so yeah, this has been a bit of a chatty video, hasn't it? But I just wanted to go into a little bit more detail about, you know, everyday life, saving money. After a while, it just becomes a natural thing to do. So weighing my food, finding like cheaper things on sale, like these offers with the Uber Eats and yellow stickers and all that. In the end, it just becomes second nature. You just do these things automatically. Right, that's enough of me waffling on now. I am going to take you downstairs now so you can see what we've done in the garden, and hopefully you might be able to see a little bit of a difference, hopefully. I have cleared all behind the chairs, and we've moved the old furniture from my old house up here now. Now then, all this wall here was covered in ivy. There's a tiny little bit up here left. I might have to ask my brother to chop that bit down. Couldn't reach it. And then we've been emptying pots, so those hanging baskets now are empty and ready to fill up and get some seeds growing in them. Yay! And here, my auntie, we went to a garden centre and she bought me some flowers. So these were 4 for £10, and they're ranunculus, I think they're called. So anyway, there's a yellow and orange one in a silver bucket, and then there's a white and a red one in the white tub thing here. But look, we have found this garden, and there's like bricks all the way along here. So we've done that, and then we have been weeding in between all the pots here, emptying the pots that were full of weeds, cutting everything back. I have trimmed the grass. we are currently, or I am now, uncovering these slabs, and there's this one and one over here. If you can see it, it's so bright I can't see. Anyway, they've got 1 pennies on them. So I have trimmed the lawn, raked it, and then we went to Poundland and they were doing boxes of grass feed and grass seed mixed for £1. So I got a box of that for £1 and spread that this morning because we've had a little bit of rain. Then my auntie cleared all under here for me with my son, and then yesterday there was a massive big bush here and it's dead basically. There was a little bit growing but not a lot. It's growing through the guttering on top of the garage up here and everything. So anyway, started cutting it down and it's growing into the wall, and it's a really nice wall. We don't want that coming down, so I've cut it all up, and then once my green bin is emptied on Friday or whenever they decide to come, I will fill it with all these twigs. There's a big pile here. Then that green thing here is a lily, so that's growing nicely. And then my auntie, while I was in work, hacked at this bamboo here. It doesn't spread, it's a clump forming bamboo. She cut all that bamboo and there's a bit more to go, and there's a creeping rose in there as well, so that needs to come out. And then there's these 2 big barrels, she weeded them for me. My pizza oven needs spraying and I need to sort that out. That is some of the clippings that we've cut up. That is what we have been doing. I need to get painting. I need to start filling those pots up. Seeds. Oh, but yeah, I wasn't quite sure how hot. I know they're perennial, but I've got a bit of like fleece that I've been chucking over them at night, keep them warm. Yeah, so hopefully you guys can see a bit of a difference from when I showed you around the first time. Oh, doesn't it make a bit of sunshine makes such a difference? Amazing. Yes, so that is what we have been up to. The plan is to plant tomatoes, grow tomatoes up these trellis behind me, but when I was digging it, I don't think they're deep enough. I think there's only like so much soil. I'm hoping it's compacted, and once I start digging it, it'll be fine and it'll be deep enough for the tomatoes. But we shall see. I might have to take some out and put some new stuff in. Yay! Right, I am off now guys, so thanks for watching, take care, and I will see you soon. Bye!